Welcome back, subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're off to a township called Birregurra. Now if I don't pronounce the township correctly I do apologise, but I'll give it my best effort. Birregurra is a town on Gulidjan Country in Victoria, Australia, approximately 130 kilometres or 81 miles southwest of Melbourne. The town is divided between the Shire of Colac Otway and the Surf Coast Shire. Birregurra is an Aboriginal word thought to mean kangaroo camp. In 1839, the Wesleyan missionaries and colonial government established the Buntingdale Mission Station in the area, Victoria's first Aboriginal mission. A post office opened in the area on the 1st of October 1858 and was renamed Mount Gellibrand in 1894. A few days before, another post office nearby was opened as Birregurra. The railway through the town was opened in 1877 as part of the line to the southwest of the state. The branch line to Forrest left the main line here in the township and opened in 1891 and closed in 1957. The local railway station is served by V-Line passenger services on the Warrnambool line from Melbourne. Birregurra is home to the restaurant Bray, which was number 44 in the world's 50 best restaurants in 2017. So we're not talking about being one of the best in Victoria or one of the best in Australia. It was in the top 50 worldwide. The town is host to the Birregurra Festival and Art Show. It starts each year on the second full weekend of the month of October. A produce market is held on the second Sunday of each month from November to April, where local vendors sell cakes, jewellery, plants, fresh fruit and vegetables, wine, arts and crafts. Organisers hold a barbecue for patrons of the market and all proceeds returned to the community. The town is full of cafes serving food and coffee and a local meat providor showcasing local produce, the Royal Mail Hotel, a great general store and a few gift shops. There is a community health centre in the former hospital which was built in 1944, golf and bowling clubs, a recreation reserve, an active historical society, a public hall incorporating the Mechanics Institute which was built in 1884, and the Anglican, Catholic and Uniting Churches. The Birregurra Railway Station Complex, which was built in 1887, is on the Victorian Heritage Register. Once again, I do want to apologise if I haven't pronounced the township correctly, but I've also heard that pronunciation from locals while I was there, but also another local pronounced it as Birregurra. And I thought, wow, okay, so there are a few interpretations of how this town is pronounced. So without further ado, let's check out this township. So here we have directly in the middle of the screen is the timber mill, which was established by W.H. Bennett and Sons in 1970-71, and this was the first automated hardwood sawmill in Western Victoria, employing mill workers, drivers and timber fellers. For 30 years it was the town's largest employer. The mill closed in 2001, but now still creates other timber products. Here we are coming up and the main shopping strip of the township. This is where you'll be getting your daily newspaper and I guess your milk and bread, and it's also where the local pub's located, which we'll see shortly, and the post office is also on this main shopping strip. Now our first church we'll look at is the Christ Church. The church was opened on the 22nd of January 1871 by Bishop Perry, the bell tower and spire being added in 1890. The church was consecrated on the 12th of January 1876 by a Dr. Thornton, the newly appointed first bishop of Ballarat. There are joint services that are now being shared regularly between the Christ Church and the Uniting Church. Now, I was very fortunate while I was there that there was some sort of general maintenance being done around the gardens and in the building itself. I was given access, and that was very much appreciated. And the person that was there was extremely knowledgeable with the history of the church and the building nearby. They do and possibly could hold weddings there or any other sort of ceremonies. It seats about 120, and there is like a reception sort of location where that could also sort of house about another 120. But that's not to say that you couldn't put a marquee up if you were having a larger wedding. You will note that on the board when we first started this little location, there is a phone number and also a email address that one can contact to see if some sort of arrangement could be made for such things as weddings, baptisms, and the like. So here we have that hall that could probably house the reception. It could also be for a funeral, and we also had access inside here, which was great. And it gives you an idea of how big it is and how much space there is. And this could easily sort of seat 120, but once again you'd have to make contact with the church itself to make those arrangements. It has a small kitchenette area, but on most occasions I'm assuming that people organise caterers in to provide all that, but it's a good place to at least keep all those items you need for any sort of wedding or baptism or, as I said, funeral. Our next location is St. Peter's Church, the first Catholic church on the site of the present St. Peter's Church, was a small timber structure completed in 1864. This wooden building was moved to the rear of the site and used as a church hall for many years. The present red brick church opened in May 1907 and presbytery are both fine examples of Federation architecture. Now, the final church we'll look at is the Uniting Church, and the first Presbyterian church on this site was built from bluestone in 1865 and the first manse in 1902. The present church, known as the McLennan Memorial Presbyterian Church, was built in 1908 of red brick, 5 stained glass windows, honour pioneering families to the district. So here we are, nearing the end of this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, by all means give us that thumbs up or hit the like button. Also, please subscribe. Subscribing doesn't cost 1 cent, but it really does help the algorithms in this channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.